Hi, this is John. I started by going down to Ventura Harbor looking for commercial fishermen or the boats that come in to unload their catches near Andrea's seafood restaurant. I found out Andrea's has like a little market for fish on the inside, and that on Saturdays they tend to put out a couple tables and invite all the local fishermen to bring their seafood catch as well, just to sell. There was very few vendors, but there was an okay amount of people there buying things. And it turns out that none of the people selling really wanted to talk about what they do or how they get their like products. But there was one man who he sold lobsters, and he was saying that he likes to go diving and that's how he catches the lobsters and then brings them out on the weekend. He didn't have a whole lot of an opinion when it came to like whether the catch is good or bad and how things are going in that range, but he was really reactive to sanctuaries and regulations. He's completely against them. He really didn't like the idea of them. He doesn't believe that they're helping in any way. And this was, of course, just his opinion. As I was walking around that little fish market, there was a sign that was talking about what local fish are there that are good to eat and like the amounts that they should be eaten in. I didn't do a great job with the picture, so I actually found it on the internet and pulled it up for you to see here. I also spoke with two deckhands, guys that go out on the boats, and their comments were mainly about how the prices of permits, the equipment, and the fuel seem to be going up, while the cost of the fish is still being held at the same price or going down. And so for them, they saw like regulations and everything as being unfair and very complicated for them. They didn't really like the sanctuaries. They didn't see a difference in fishing near them or away from them. Everything seemed to be about the same to them when it came to how things were working. But they also weren't real like interested in the idea of protecting the harvest for the future. When I started asking about that, they told me that the ocean is huge and it takes care of itself, and they didn't believe in it needing anybody to help regulate it in any way. I ended up finding a captain that was willing to speak with me, and his main concerns with the sanctuaries was why did they not get rotated? He says when it was first proposed, the idea was to move the boundaries every couple of years, like about like 5 to 10 years is what they were talking about, I guess. And he has not once seen that happen. So I got done there in Ventura, and I decided to head over to Port Hueneme Harbor, and I viewed more fishing boats, of course, and you can see through the videos that there's quite a few boats that were in Ventura. In Ventura, they actually go out Monday through Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, I was told that they typically are there trying to get the pieces that broke fixed or trying to clean it up and and make it so it's ready to go again Monday morning. When I got out to Port Hueneme, there's another market out there. It was mainly a farmer's market. There was only one guy that actually had fish for sale, and then there was one gentleman that was selling lobster on his boat. This captain spoke with me saying he was a third generation lobster fisherman. They did it professionally and they were commercial fishermen. They would go out and get the catch, and when they would come back in, they would sell it directly to resellers. They'd put it on the trucks and take it away that night. And when he got in, I asked him about if there's fluctuations that he's seen over the years. He told me that the catch seems to be really stable, that they don't have any major differences. Yes, occasionally on an El Niño year, it would stir up the lobsters and make it so that there was actually more coming out during El Niño. He told me that this happened to be the first week he was out from the season, since the season started October 1st. And the majority of his catch, of course, is going to the retailers, but he wanted to see if he could get local people to come stop by to buy from him. I asked his thoughts on regulations and sanctuaries, and he says that they're a good idea. He loves the idea that, we're looking to the future. He did question what was going to happen with them moving them around, if that would ever happen, because he believes back in 2003 they originally suggested that they were going to move the locations every 10 years or so that people could go in and catch from the sections that had been sanctioned off before.